हंसते हंसते कट जाए रस्ते जिंदगी यूं ही चलती रहे खुशी मिले या गम बदलेंगे ना हम दुनिया चाहे बदलती रहे. For my husband that I'll give him the credit because she is the one who said you have done MSc, stay at home,
wow.
I'll take care of the kid. So that was something like a mother-in-law saying that.
Yeah. And ma'am, what about the perfect body type?
So there's no perfect body type. If you look at a Malaika Arora Khan, she is slim. If you look at me, I'm a huge personality. I cannot be a Malaika Arora Khan. Forget it. If you want her mouth or if you don't do any of these. You have cases where there's liposuction being done, bariatric surgery being done, you are removing it. It is not that way. We are not made that way.
Hello friends, welcome to my channel, The Unsung Heroes, and wherein I will upload the educational, informational and inspirational video. Today we have a very interesting personality with us. Whenever I think about teacher who has passion in her teaching, who has fire in her teaching, not the Pushpa fire, but the fire which motivates students not just to do well academically, but also to do best in their future, then just one name click in my mind, and that is Anu ma'am, Anuradha Shekhar Mam. So guys, today we are going to have Anuradha ma'am over here. A small introduction of hers. She is Vice President at IAPEN Mumbai. She is the past Vice Principal at Dr. BMN College. She is the co-convener at Nutrition Society of India. She is also head of Food Science and Nutrition Department. She has also received Woman Achiever Award by Mr. Ganesh Naik Sir, Navi Mumbai Municipal Corporation. So guys, let's welcome Anu ma'am. We will know something more about Anu ma'am. So hello Anu ma'am, how are you?
I'm fine, and thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to introduce me as your teacher. And it's a pleasure when your students come back to you after so many years of passing and they want to do something like this. I'm very, very honored and privileged to be part of this lovely show that you are going to be airing on your channel.
Thank you. Thank you so much, ma'am. It's a pleasure, in fact, for me also. So, ma'am, tell me what inspires you to be a teacher?
So, I don't think I ever wanted to be a teacher, but it was a fluke that I came into being a teacher, because when I was young, I used to wonder why the teachers have to take so much of naughtiness from the students, because I have been a very naughty student myself.
Okay.
And so when we used to tease the teachers, they did not know what to do and how to help themselves. So I used to feel, my God, this is not the field for me. Yeah. But since I had my own children and I had to get one job which was giving me the flexibility to stay at home as well as teach, teaching was the only profession I think gave me that kind of holidays during the time that they get holidays. And being a mother of 2 daughters, I needed that space wherein I did not want to neglect my family pressures.
Okay.
So I could manage both my personal and professional life being a teacher, and I finally started enjoying it once I knew that I can be a teacher, and I never realized I had the potential to be a good teacher. But when you enjoy your profession, I think it just comes out naturally to you to enjoy it. So I think I've had an amazing journey being a teacher. There might be some ups and downs, but that is how life is, and I have climbed the ladder. And today I feel I don't regret a single moment of what I did in BMN College. I think the girls give me the strength to face the music, and they inspire me. There's so much energy around me, and I think probably one of the reasons why I feel very young at heart is because I live with kids.
Right, we are lucky that you choose this profession. Anyways, ma'am, so did you have any challenges while your journey from, say, Anu ma'am to the principal?
Challenges will be there in everybody's life. It's how you take them.
Right.
So initially when I got married, I came to Bombay. I used to work in NIN for a year or so, and then I had to leave that job to join my husband here. And then I did not work for I think 2 or 3 years, and then I wanted to work, so I went around browsing for jobs, but initially I didn't get anything great. So I became a dietitian somewhere in some small slimming center, which I didn't like it at all because I was scooped up in a corner.
Right.
And if you look at my personality, I think I require an extrovertish kind of a job. So I didn't like it. So I didn't work there for many years. And then I went to SPT college to do some kind of research work. Even that was not very challenging. I mean, like, that was not very interesting because I am not a researcher, neither do I enjoy being a researcher. And at that particular point of time, I don't think I enjoyed it, but I had to do something, so I did. And then when the opportunity knocked at the door where my guide told me to run to BMN, and there's an opening there in junior college, I just ran, and that's how BMN happened. And the first time I had to teach, I was almost shivering because I think everybody goes through there. So the challenge is that, initially coming to college, and then getting the strong hold in the college, and then any college will have some kind of politics, so facing this politics was also one of the challenges that I had to face. But I think I grew with all these kind of challenges which were being thrown in front of me, and I think that BMN chiseled me into a very good personality, and I give the entire credit and the honors of what I have been or become to Dr. BMN College, to all the principals, to the administrators, to my management, to my colleagues. I love it. So, yeah.
So then who is the person who has motivated you throughout the journey?
I think many. I think my dad, mom for giving birth to me and making what I am worth. Then I think it is my mother-in-law before my husband that I'll give the credit because she is the one who said, you have done MSc, stay at home,
wow.
I'll take care of the kid. So that was something like a mother-in-law saying that for daughter-in-law is very rare.
Yeah.
So I give the credit to my mother-in-law and then my husband for being, however, he let me grow and he never sort of gave me troubles in terms of, even if it was like a very lengthy day, he never bothered. I could stay on, I could finish all the work and go. So he also was part of taking care of my kids, like how I was. So my kids, of course, were very sensible enough to understand that yes, otherwise I don't think any mother can have a good time. So my students and all my colleagues for grooming me, because when you start interacting with people, you learn a lot. Because initially even I made mistakes, but I grew. As I grew, they were all making me aware of my flaws and I was correcting them. And I'm actually a student-friendly teacher. And even if a student tells me, Anu ma'am, you're doing this, you're doing that, or you're going very fast, I listen to them.
That is why you are a principal. It's not that easy then.
Yeah, so that was one of the reasons why I always take criticism and work upon those.
And you can grow, of course.
Yeah. So I give credit to my girls, my colleagues, I think to the entire world for making me what I am. So inspiration can be from anybody, even your student can inspire.
Ma'am, today we see today the concept of perfect body is throughout the social media, and which has even led people to buy the fat diets and also undergo the treatments, the quack treatments to attain that unrealistic beauty goal. So according to you, what you will say is the perfect body, and what is an ideal diet plan?
So there's no ideal diet plan as such. I think every state in India has a lovely thali system. And we are forgetting the roots of those thali systems. These thali systems have not come just like that. They have been researched, and according to your region, you have been given certain items to eat. So if you look at from a Punjabi thali, it will have more of foods which suit the weather of Punjab. Whereas when you look at Kerala, Tamil Nadu and South India, they are eating foods which suit the weather there. Right? So if I'm going to eat mustard oil in South, you will have problems.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay? If you have ginger tea, ginger is supposed to be heaty. I mean, it sort of makes something like it's a very high heaty food that people generally say. So if you're going to be drinking this in a cool place, where you don't drink, in a cool place it's good. But if it is in a hot place and you're drinking this, it's not good.
Yeah, exactly.
So there is something that you have to keep in mind, that with this goes, with this goes, and we have all been brought up. I have not seen these kind of problems which are emerging today.
Yeah.
PCOD
Exactly.
is completely because of the dietary habits that these kids have venturing into.
Yeah.
And we are becoming too westernized in our likes and dislikes. So I think if we go back to our traditional systems, eat the thalis which have been basically made for us. But if you are migrating to another state, then go for that kind of state thali. These are the best diet plans that anybody can think of.
Super.
Because breakfast items, India has such lovely items. Why do we have to eat bread and butter?
Exactly.
So I think some of our breakfast items are the best. So if you want me to give out a big, huge sentence on an ideal diet plan, our thali. Please resort to your thalis. Don't overeat. Sleep well. Be happy. Be positive a little bit, because if you keep looking at Ukraine and the wars, your body is not going to be happy. Look at something which is making you happy. Okay? Have a system where you can throw your sorrows onto somebody. That's why we had group families, joint family systems, wherein I could just leave the house without a care. But today it's not the same. I have to think of what will happen to my kid, what will happen to my this. So I'm always worried, and this worry is killing us. So stressing out in life has to be reduced. Do something to bring those stress levels, because just eating is not going to help. Eating along with your mental health, sleep, physical health, in the sense that if you don't exercise, if you don't move your body, but you're still eating right, it's not going to help.
Exactly. And ma'am, what about the perfect body type?
So there's no perfect body type. If you look at a Malaika Arora Khan, she is slim. If you look at me, I'm a huge personality. I cannot be a Malaika Arora Khan. Forget it. If you want her mouth, or if you don't do any of these. You have cases where there's liposuction being done, bariatric surgery being done, you are removing. It is not that way. We are not made that way. Be happy that you have a good health.
Exactly.
Keep it to you and say that you are blessed to be having a body of your type. There are 3 different types of bodies. So don't ever ape another person. It doesn't suit you. You are only killing yourself. We are seeing so many people dying so young because of the various things that they do for their bodies. So for me, type is basically, I am not made in a different. Whatever is me, try and maintain the diet. Be a little slimmer. Eat well, sleep well, and keep your mental health proper, and be with friends, because that's what is social health all about.
Yeah.
And keep laughing.
So, Anu ma'am, so what do you think, like the students today and the student 25 years ago, what difference do you find?
So the students 25 years ago did not have the kind of diet plans that are being used nowadays. They are not having the same wavelengths. They never bothered about how they look. But today, because of the Insta posts, everybody wants to look very, very, very
up to the mark.
Dolled up with so much of, I don't think we have to put so much of plaster on our faces.
Exactly.
So there is no need for all that. The natural look has gone completely. And girls are getting very, very westernized. Okay, they are forgetting that we have such beautiful Indian dresses to dress up in and make ourselves as feminine as possible, but they are not going for those. And we are just aping the West and thinking that that is the best way of dressing up. And also the nightlife has increased, and drugs have increased, relationship issues have increased, and this is increasing the stress level apart from their education. And these two stresses together is making them not work so fast. And initial stages, we never had internet, so these girls never had the habit of cut pasting. Today, they are just removing from the net and putting it and saying that this is my submission. Wherein earlier the girls used to sit and write, visit libraries, and do some little good work. So there is definitely a demarcation here that yes, I feel the earlier students were definitely better. But sincere, even now they are sincere, but the thing is they are getting very easy way of connecting. The life has become very easy for them than what it was once upon a time. So we used to write a lot, so that used to help us to construct our sentences better. We are improving the sentences, but here it's just cut-paste.
Right. So, ma'am, you are the big feminist now, and you have worked so much for women empowerment. You are a woman enthusiast. So, can you just put what lead you to do all this thing, and can you just put some light on the work which you have done for women?
So, a woman should help another woman to come up in life.
Right.
So, and one more thing is we need to also make sure that the other women whom I'm teaching, so my girls, are empowered in such a way that I also have to tell them the flaws of, when they get into marriage, that it is not hunky-dory there. You have to have good relationships, how to behave. So there is things which we generally don't teach in college, but I feel as a woman, I have definitely parted with some very important messages to my students. I used to sort of tell them that life is not a bed of roses, but also take it with a pinch of salt that there will be problems in your life, and how to take it, and how can I help another woman. I think I have done quite a lot, because our college is Sanskrita Stri Parashakti. It stands for that particular motto, and we are empowering the girls. So from my side, my area of niche that I have come up with is food product development, and I made all these girls realize that they can make their products and sell it and make money through that. And that is one of my niche areas where I have put in a lot of my work. And today I have a lot of girls following me and helping, and they come back and tell me, ma'am, that has really helped, and they are also getting funds through themselves by making those products and selling their wares. So this is what I have done for others. So I think in my own little way, I have helped a lot of girls come up in their lives. I've given them some entrepreneurship skills. I've given them the role to understand that life is not going to be easy. Tomorrow, if somebody is going to divorce us, we should stand on our 2 feet.
Yes.
So that is my take, that I will not let them. Everybody has to go through every phase of life, because marriage is also very important. It's not lovely to have kids, but if life doesn't go smooth,
right,
that is where education matters, and I think every girl should be educated.
Yeah.
And my take on this is, please concentrate and study, because this time never comes back.
Yeah.
And there is there is no stop to studying. I think even I study even now, because I need to increase my capabilities even now, because you're never sure. Even my husband can leave me in.
Ma'am, tell us something about your future prospect.
So my future prospects, though, since I've retired, I have also been actively involved in conducting activities for National Nutrition Society of India, and I'm also the Vice President of IAPEN, which stands for Indian Association of Enteral and Parenteral Nutrition. I'm also working as a convener for nursery in Indian Women Scientists Association, Vashi. So keeping myself pretty occupied, and I don't feel that I'm not doing something, but I'm doing a lot of activities for the society in my own sweet way, trying to help in projects, proposals, etc. And even with BMN, I've always connected, and I think this semester I have also taught food product development, so my connection still goes on in spite of me being a retired woman. So I think there is enough contribution you can make even after you retire, and there are so many people who require your efforts. So I'm also going to be doing a lot of nutrition education programs wherever, whenever required, by anybody who wants. You can call me.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Can
Free of charge.
Yes, ma'am. ma'am. Look, like normally it's mentality that the person like you are academically very strong. They're not so cool. So for them, I mean, not just for them, for us also, we'd like to hear something from you. Any song or anything, any of your creativity, whatever.
Okay. हंसते हंसते कट जाए रस्ते, जिंदगी यूं ही चलती रहे, खुशी मिले या गम बदलेंगे ना हम, दुनिया चाहे बदलती रहे, यादों की बारात निकली है आज दिल के द्वारे, दिल के द्वारे, सपनों की शहनाई बीते दिलों को पुकारे, दिल के द्वारे, ओ छेड़ो तराने मिलन के, प्यारे प्यारे संग हमारे.
That was wonderful. One more profession you can select. Seriously, yeah?
No.
This is multi-talented person. Anyways, ma'am.
Thank you
it
so
was
much.
really pleasure to have you over here. And thank you so much for taking out your precious time and coming over here.
I can give you a hug.
Yeah. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you.
Love you.
Bless you.
Bye.
Bye.
We will know something more of time and coming over here.
I can give you a hug.
Yeah. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you.
Love you.
Bless you.
Bye.